We're down here at San Felipe 250, getting ready to kick off the first race of the score season. San Felipe is rough, nasty, and fast.
I am an army of one, branches bend though they break.
250 miles, so it's a sprint race, so it's pretty much qualifying pace the entire time, and very important to run fast and not make any mistakes. Kevin was going to qualify and do the first 116, 120 miles, and I'm going to jump in and go to the finish. Game plan for qualifying was run hard and try to be up front. Starting first is always the goal, especially with a fast race like that in the dust. Laid down a pretty good heater. I think they ended up 7th. We're happy with 7th for race day. It puts us in a good position with very fast guys, so if you can run that pace, you have a very good chance of winning. When you're with that group of the elites and fast guys, it really helps you set the pace to get to the finish line. Race morning, everything is good, spirits are high, team is ready. We made a lot of changes to the truck, so we were feeling really confident with this one. It makes it super rad in Mexico because right when the green flag drops, full adrenaline to the red line, and there's fans everywhere screaming and yelling, and it just makes you just want to go that much harder just to do rad stuff in front of the fans. Starting right in front of us in 6th was none other than the legend himself, Robbie Gordon. Kevin got a little smile on his face when he saw that because in 2019 the Mint 400, as a racer, you have a little list and you never forget things. Racing with someone to the level of Robbie always gives you that little extra, oh, if I can catch this guy and pass him. He's a legend, he's been around forever, he's got the hype with him, so to be able to catch him gives you, for me, gives you a little extra, yeah, I want to get this guy. As soon as they made the turn onto Zoo Road, it was go time. Kevin was already in the dust and was just locked and loaded and engaged in catching that orange truck and probably giving him a little love tap and going right around him. Kevin ended up getting Robbie right down Z Road pretty quick in the race. So then he has another minute of clean air. I think once he got that goal accomplished, getting by Rob, settled back in his groove, got back to focus on winning the race. You see a bunch of people standing around, gives your heart rate going a little bit higher, I think. You're pretty laser focused, but you can't help but see there's people everywhere because you're also watching to make sure nothing happens. No one jumps on the course or whatever, but it kind of fuels your fire when you see them out there just cheering and everything, and like you kind of give it a little extra goose. We're running an amazing pace. We're getting live updates from Score and Fishgistics. I think we're like 4th or 5th physical truck, but on time, Kevin had the lead a couple times. Watching that live feed, it was we're having a good run, so made me and Steve a little more nervous that we were ready at 1:15 to jump in and continue what Kevin and Kellen were doing, get to the finish line in first place. The driver change pit went great. A lot of guys wouldn't opt to do a driver change in a short race, but me and Kevin are a team. We do it no matter what. That's just how we do it. That's how we vibe. We got in 115, a really rough section, just started clipping along. My plan was to get up to Matomi and get through Matomi. Matomi's pretty nasty, rocks everywhere. I didn't want to make a mistake in there and get a flat and ruin all Kevin's progress. After Matomi, we hit about 160, it was on. It was just stuff I like, rough, nasty, fast, tight and technical. Then we started catching dust. For me, when you see little dust, it's like blood in the water to a shark. You just get a little more focused and just start running a lot harder. And we were just clipping and clipping and clipping. I'm on driver isolate in the truck, so I didn't even know what was going on, time-wise and all that, but I just knew we were catching dust, and I knew we were only about the 4th or 5th vehicle on the course, so any dust we catch is for position. So we just kept pushing hard. Dust keeps getting a little thicker. Then we could see Bryce helicopter up in there, so we knew it was Bryce. So we knew that was about 5th, I think 5th or 4th physical. We just start going, as dust is thick, we make this left-hander, and we had a line to the left, it's kind of a wash. He had a line to the right, and right when we made that left, Steve goes, "We got him, hammer it." And we just floored that Gibbs engine to everything it had and held it wide open the whole time, and we could just see him coming. And then we're pretty much side by side as the road comes, and Steve's like, don't lift. And I was like, do you think I'm gonna lift? And then we just, outpowered him and just went right around him, and it's like, I was in the car cheering, like, yeah, all right. Like, it felt good to be back up there. It felt really good to pass the likes of Bryce, as much as he wins and all that. Start computing things in our head, we might be doing pretty good on time here. We just passed another vehicle 5-10 miles later, and we come up over this blind rise left into a hard 90 with walls on each side and Loftons right there. There's people yelling and screaming. We got right around him, and then it was like, that might be like 3rd physical or 4th. At that point, it was just like, all right, keep your head on straight, get to the finish line, don't make any mistakes, because you've got to be doing really well on time. The element of not making a mistake and going really fast still was very high in my head. We're making our way to the end. We come by long straightaway to race mile 240. That's when they actually said that we have, I think, like a 20-second lead on corrected time with 10 miles to go. Coming this wash, and there's the sandy uphill. Race mile 245, I'll never forget the exact moment. We go up that sand hill, and then the steering wheel is just locked up. And I just panicked. Realized right away we pitched a belt. 5 miles to go. I'm not stopping. We gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta muscle this thing to the finish line. Trying to steer 7,000-pound trophy truck all-wheel drive with no power steering. It's probably the hardest thing I've ever done. We just kept watching the gauges, make sure the water didn't get too hot, because when you lose a belt, you lose power steering, you lose alternators, you lose water pump, you lose everything. Luckily, the oil belt stayed on, so I just manhandled that thing as hard as I could, made tons of mistakes, out into trees, almost hit a spectator. Luckily, we were going super slow because I couldn't steer. Rob Mack got by us, and I just wanted to hold on as hard as I can to get to the finish line without making any mistakes. Couldn't even make it to the actual, made it to the finish line, but trying to drive the truck on the streets to the podium was impossible. I had to back up like 500 times just to make the turn, but my arms felt like they were about that big. Kevin would have drove it one-handed, easy. We were on cloud 9. We were feeling so good. Yes, we lost a belt with 5 to go, but still ended up getting 5th. As all in all, like I said, we made some big changes to the truck in the off season, did a few test races and stuff, and we ran where we know we're supposed to run. We've done it before. We're capable of running up there, up front, and battling for the lead with the fastest guys in the sport. So as a whole, that just felt amazing. Showed a lot of the top runners that we're back. We're where we need to be. They probably dismissed us for a while because of some of our issues we were having, but to prove to them that we're back and run up there, the whole team was just on the highest of highs. And even though we lost power steering 5 miles to go, we knew we had time leading. We knew there were segments. We were bound for the lead all day, running with the top 5 guys. So we were just ecstatic. It was amazing. I cannot wait to go to 500 and try to put down another run like that.